You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about a guy that I thought the Patriots should have drafted in the first round of the NFL draft. I actually think between that and just simply having re-signed Jacoby Myers might have made the offense look completely different. I'm also talking about a guy that had a major fumble in the AFC Championship game. But there's no doubt Zay Flowers is a real guy, and he's going to be a real good receiver, provided things like this does not happen, because this is pretty shocking, and it's breaking news. The police are investigating Ravens' Zay Flowers in an alleged domestic assault. Baltimore County Police are investigating an alleged domestic assault involving Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers. The Baltimore Banner has confirmed. The investigation also includes a police department in Acton, Massachusetts, which acknowledged a domestic violence incident report related to an incident in Baltimore County last month and involving Flowers. He went to Boston College, if I remember right. Acton Police declined to release the report, citing state laws that keep confidential communications between victims and police in cases of domestic violence or sexual assault. An Acton police spokesman also cited the law and declined to answer questions on the matter. Okay. When asked if they were investigating Flowers, Baltimore County Police also acknowledged that the department had been made aware of an alleged assault in Owings Mills area on January 21. A spokesman said the matter was pending and the department would not release additional details at this time. Flowers has not been charged with a crime. It was not immediately clear if he had an attorney. Quote, "We take these matters very seriously and will have no further comment at this time," a Ravens spokesman said Thursday afternoon. Flowers' agent, Zach Hillard, did not immediately return messages Thursday afternoon. Flowers played in the AFC Championship game a week after the county police received the report. Flowers, there we go, Boston College. Flowers, who stand out at Boston College, was the Ravens' first-round pick in 2023 and is coming off the best season for a first-year receiver in franchise history, one of the better ones we've seen in a long time, honestly. There's been some good receivers come out lately and had good rookie years. He set rookie records for catches, 77, receiving yards, 858, and added 6 total touchdowns in 16 games. Flowers also led the Ravens in the playoffs with 9 catches for 156 and a touchdown, though his goal line fumble in the championship game proved costly in a 17-10 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. As bad as that game was going for the Ravens, I think if he scores that touchdown, they end up winning that game. That's just my feeling. The issue of domestic violence has loomed large over the NFL since former Ravens running back Ray Rice was arrested and charged for assaulting his then fiancée in 2014. The charges led to his suspension and eventual release, and since then, owner Steve Bisciotti has largely held a zero-tolerance policy for players accused of domestic violence. Oh, that is going to be a very interesting storyline. After drafting Flowers, number 22 overall in April, general manager Eric DeCosta said the Ravens had done, quote, a lot of research on Flowers and hadn't come across many more impressive just face-to-face prospects that he had ever interviewed. I know this, there was a lot of fire around him and the Patriots, a lot of fire before the draft. I thought that's who they were going to take, to be honest. They ended up taking Gonzalez, and yeah, he looks like a great cornerback, but at the same time, they needed offensive weapons, and he certainly would have been one. He would have been my pick. I mean, there's no way around it. I did not hear anything, and I looked into this guy too as the draft was approaching. I don't remember anything involving this guy as far as getting in trouble or anything like that. But, you know, when we started this video, I forgot about Ray Rice. It didn't even cross my mind, but of course, very vividly, very publicly, it was a very controversial situation for the NFL. And it changed the way Roger Goodell and the NFL had to handle a lot of these domestic violence, domestic assault situations. And this is going to be very interesting as to how this is handled, because there's going to be potential discipline involved from the NFL. Generally speaking, they let the legal process play out before they come back around and hand down any potential suspensions or anything like that. However, if this turns out to be extremely bad, or it's an extraordinarily graphic, vulgar situation, I mean, it just turns out to be really repugnant shit, which it all sounds repugnant regardless. But then they reserve the right to step in and go, you know what? We don't want you to see an NFL field, okay, until we figure out exactly what all is going on here. And the fact that the owner, Steve Bisciotti, has a zero-tolerance policy, well, if you've got a zero-tolerance policy, the Ravens are in a very interesting scenario, because he's not going to be a massive cap hit. If they were to release him, boy, this is going to be a massive test of your moral and value set as a franchise if your owner has a zero-tolerance policy for domestic violence. What does that mean? Zero tolerance, as far as I'm concerned, from hearing this, that means you get cut. You get released. They separate from you if they've got a zero-tolerance policy. This guy is a major talent, too. I mean, if they were to actually release him, he'll get picked up by 10 teams, 15 teams maybe, unless this turns out to, you know, we don't know all the facts here. We don't know what's real, what's not, all of that. But this is going to be a very interesting case for not only the Ravens, but the rest of the NFL in how they handle a domestic violence situation, because honestly, this might be the most recognizable name since Ray Rice / Greg Hardy involved in a domestic violence issue like this. We all know the trash bag that Deshaun Watson is. But, wow, this is going to be very interesting indeed. Tell me what you think. Zay Flowers. I did not see this coming, folks. I didn't. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.